Now Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Ryan now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Left side completion to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Tuesday. He's coming. Gun. Mike 5'9". Get it to go.
Here's Ryan. The quick slant caught. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Tuesday.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Yellow. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Freeman again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
50's the money.
First throw in overtime now for Ryan. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 40.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Yellow. Check, Mike 42. And what's the ball?
They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On second down, Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Now a throw here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long